I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. It's great to have you with us at Docklands. This is a round one match between the Dogs and the Giants. Today we have two sides that played and lost in opening round last week, and both will be desperate to ensure they don't start the season 0-2. Here come the teams. Daniel Harper joins me. Who's your pick today, Harp?
Thanks, Hutto. I've tipped the Dogs.
Nothing more than a hunch. They both got rolled in opening round, and to be frank, I haven't got a great deal of confidence in either of them just yet.
Receive it right, Harp. Thank you. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss.
The 2016 preliminary final between the Giants and the Bulldogs at the Sydney Showgrounds became an instant classic. The Giants led by 14 points when Toby Green goaled in the 4th minute of the final quarter. Tory Dixon responded for the Dogs with his 4th goal, and when Marcus Bontempelli hit the scoreboard at the 16-minute mark, the Dogs led by a point. Zane Cordy and Jonathan Patton exchanged goals before Green tied the scores with a behind at the 26-minute mark. Jack McRae marked in front of goal and put the Dogs in front before Devon Smith missed narrowly from long range to leave the margin at 5. When Dixon marked in front of goal with 29 seconds to go, the Dogs were unassailable and into their first grand final in 55 years. The final scores 13-11, 89 to 12-11, 83.
Briggs wins the first tap. Callahan, Angwin gathers, kicks to space, bouncing ball. He's set upon. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. English with a deft tap. Richards in a hurry. Iden, what can he manufacture? Throws it on the boot. Callahan got to the right position and hung on. Karmas doing what he does best. Hogan. Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw in.
Got to set up well for the stoppage to make sure they don't score from it.
English gets his hand to it. Richards, it's a hot footy. It's not a fair fight. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Briggs palms it down. Oliver, English, ever reliable. Dale, Jacques, that's a useful ball. Buderick is cool under pressure. Normally delivers. Sanders, he's been accosted. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Punch clear. Oliver, a bit of a panicked handball. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Davidson lays it off. Sanders goes for home. He doesn't miss many, and that is no exception.
They had to work hard for that first goal, but in the end, it was a pretty simple one, made possible by some smart decision-making.
The Dogs off to a good start. English with a deft tap. Bontempelli. Richards takes the hand pass. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. The two big men do battle. Callahan in no man's land. Ash. Quality delivery by foot. Good looking kick. Hogan has a way of drawing the footy.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
Gee, he'll be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Buderick tasked with the kick in. Good work rate. Tidy ball. Williams. In no hurry here. Searching kick. Hogan had some assistance. Williams saw that coming. Bontempelli with a chance to run. Can he hit a target? Angwin spoils. That's commitment to the cause. Ash blasts away. Good disciplined defence. Jones has a paddock in front of him. Time to turn on the Jets. Squeezes the kick. Darcy, he'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. The two big men do battle. Richards, Williams. They're a big chance here. Ash is calm in a crisis. Himmelberg. The fans will be happy to see this. They're tackling with great intent. Punch clear. Terrific tackle. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Who can get the clearance? Oliver. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The umpire says he had no prior. Briggs looking for territory. I felt that one from here. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
It's already looking like this will be a stoppage-heavy game, so it's tailor-made for those who thrive on getting their hands dirty.
English, Fraser, solid tackle. Both midfields are going to earn their money today.
If one side can get on top in the clearances here, it'll go a long way towards deciding this match.
Kennedy, here's a big chance. Can he take it? No, he's missed.
They dodged a bullet there. They might not be so lucky next time.
Looking for a quick transition. Iden has found some space. Sizes up what's ahead. That's careless kicking. The Dogs showing some good signs early. Oliver wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Whitfield breaks the line. Clever kick. They're moving the footy well here. Doesn't often waste it. It's come unstuck. They're on point so far. Williams has found some space. Great play. Davidson does the crumbing. He's caught. You asked for it. You got it. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. English, the winner there. Kennedy. He's kicked it like an arrow.
It's too early to panic, but they might think about making a couple of changes before a bad start becomes worse.
The Dogs already look like they're going to be hard to beat. Good ruck work. Oliver, Callahan in the right spot. Briggs, O'Halloran, sloppy disposal and a turnover. Scrounges a kick. Buderick pounces. The team physios will be working overtime. Didn't take the first option and he's been penalised.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
Attracted a crowd. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Briggs wins it. Green, he ran into a brick wall. They're tackling with venom today. Briggs with a deft tap. Callahan, Green, that might have been dropping the ball. English, Fraser, Richards. He's been busy so far. Iden takes an excellent grab. That's well played. Can he be the fire starter? Fraser got a fist in. Kennedy, crunching tackle. The umpire will have it. English showing his skills. Richards. Dale almost threw it out. Managed to get a handball away. You can't question his commitment. Good build-up. There goes the kick inside the 50. Ash. The Giants looking shaky early. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? Oliver. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. English with a deft tap. Kennedy, Callahan runs onto it. Got to go quickly. Time running out. Cadman all on his own. They need a mark. An absorbing first term comes to an end. This one looks like it'll be close. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
Both sides have brought the heat and have clearly been counting down the days to the start of the season. The intensity was terrific in the first term, and I can see this one going deep. These sides have high expectations this year, and they look capable of making a big impact.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. English got his palm to it. Richards leading from the front. Dale. Buckley tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Can he find a teammate? Honours the lead. They need a spark. O'Donnell with the big fist. Bramble gets the kick away. Buckley making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Croft, Davidson. Fonte didn't need to be asked twice. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Briggs with a deft tap. Green, Oliver. He's stopped in his tracks. Rinse and repeat. English wins the tap. Bontempelli, Richards. Ash is racking up spoils. Himmelberg, Whitfield gets his kick despite the heat. Iden throws it on the boot. Who's front and centre? Buderick. That could come back to bite. Fonte heads them off at the pass. Kicks to centre wing. Brown on a lead. He's got an option in the centre square. When one tackle just won't do. Great tackling technique there. English wins it down. Liberatore. Was that a throw? Baker stripped of the footy. That's a useful ball. Good thinking and good execution too. Here's the vital kick inside the 50. Riccardi looms large as usual.
That was dreadfully lax defending, leaving a player completely unattended so close to goal. The coach will be filthy.
Big chance here. They need it, but he's missed.
It's not exactly a terrible miss, but those are the sorts of goals you expect to kick at this level more often than not.
Dale brings it back in. Lobb can keep it moving. Normally delivers. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. Dealt with the pressure. Lobb provides some run. Penetrating ball. Ash with the intercept mark. What's he got on offer? He doesn't waste many. They've got a problem now. The defence is disorganised. West was committed to the contest. Jacques. The kick was centimetre perfect. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. Fraser works hard to present. Lobb, dangerous to leave on his own. The Dogs look well drilled. Darcy, is anyone home? Davidson gets on the end of it. That's great footy. Croft, deep in the pocket. Tough angle.
Just needs to think his way through this.
From the impossible angle, what a goal!
The Dogs are building on their impressive first quarter. They've got their tails right up.
The Giants really need to respond now. English slaps it out. He's lost it. O'Halloran. Briggs dishes it off. This is promising. Takes a bounce. Looking to pull one back. That won't do it.
The coach has got his hand covering his mouth, but it's not hard to imagine what he's saying.
Dale heads wide with the kick in. Lobb presents in space. Oliver just had to get it out. The Dogs under great pressure. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. English has got on top. Got to get rid of it. A quick getaway wasn't possible. There was no way past that tackle, and we'll have another stoppage. English has probably got the points at this stage. He just dropped it. Canelio. Briggs. Not on my watch, he says. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly.
The Giants are not getting their hands on the ball anywhere near enough, so they need to turn that around if they're going to go on to win.
Angwin. Ash went bang. He's lost possession. Jones. They're playing with purpose and poise. Sanders hasn't seen a lot of it. Defence 101 there. Croft. Important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. Darcy steadies. Drop punt. Goal!
The Giants need to reset, but I don't think they can afford to wait until half-time.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. The big men fly. Liberatore. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Sanders. The Dogs having a great patch. Searching kick. Williams has bobbed up. Golden opportunity here.
The Dogs are working harder at the present time, and they're reaping the rewards.
He's given it a tug and missed.
The mark deserved a goal, but it wasn't to be.
Looking for a quick transition. Good work rate. Takes the short option. Oliver working hard and being rewarded. Taking time to assess the options. The Giants are out of trouble. That's skillful. They've opened them up here. What's he got on offer? Ignoring the corridor for now. This is good ball movement. Thomas. They desperately need a goal. Selwood doing what he does best. Riccardi. It's a tough game. The Giants not at their best so far. Not a great kick. He had no interest in taking any chances.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Buderick to bring it back in. Lob has found some space. Doesn't often waste it. Taylor. He'll feel that one. Moving the footy laterally. Davidson runs onto it. The Dogs are bringing great energy. Which way will it bounce? Sanders. Williams charges onto it. Darcy. That's poor play. Terrific forward pressure. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. The two big men do battle. Kennedy. Boot, ball, goal!
Looking at the opposition's coach's box, I think some of the toys are about to start coming out of the cot.
The Dogs have taken control of it. The two big men do battle. Liberatore. Kennedy has brought his own ball. Williams. Half-time is upon us, and this one is threatening to be a blowout. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Giants are having a go, but they just can't get any fluency with their ball movement. They've been stagnant and predictable, and it's made for a difficult day for their forwards. I think their fans would welcome a change in strategy. You might as well lose by 10 goals as 10 points.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. English has had his measure today. Fraser, Kennedy, in no man's land. O'Donnell, he's wrapped up. They're going hammer and tong. Quick kick towards centre half forward. The Dogs have winners everywhere. The Giants have been caught napping.
He'd kick this more often than not.
Pins the ears back, winds up and drives it right through the middle.
He managed to find some space and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
The Dogs have got it out to a 6-kick game and they're going to be very hard to stop. O'Halloran taken to ground. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Briggs with a deft tap. Green, an ill-directed hand pass. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Whitfield, Laverde. The fans will be happy to see this. It's a stoppage-heavy game at the moment. English showing his skills. Liberatore. Fraser. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. We've got another stoppage. Briggs showing his skills. Green. Thomas. Good tackle. No leniency from the umpire there.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
They're huffing and puffing. Punched away. Canelio in the thick of it as ever. Cadman, Whitfield, Daniels in the centre square. Sees something he likes. Brown, Briggs getting involved. Run down, great chase.
You've got to be quicker than that.
Some indirect ball movement here. Gee, they're playing well. Darcy has a vice-like grip. Williams pushes into space and receives the footy. Ash had it and lost it. Jones, Kennedy, they're irrepressible at the moment. Taking out some frustration possibly. Croft. The Dogs look like scoring every time they go forward. Croft with a deft tap. Richards, Kennedy runs to point-blank range and puts it away.
He's working his tail off and a goal is just reward.
The Giants are looking disorganised. Briggs wins the hit out. Bedford, Canelio, he's caught. They're tackling with venom today. Croft has rucked tirelessly. Kennedy, Fonte, we've seen that before. Clever kick. Davidson, great body work.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
The Dogs are looking every bit a top 8 side at the moment.
The Dogs having a good third term. Croft got his palm to it. Liberatore, Kennedy. And we will do it all again. Briggs palms it down. Bedford. O'Halloran. This is great pressure footy. Ash out of the congestion. The Dogs can smell blood. It's loose inside the 50. No easy exit. That's commitment to the cause. Gone. Caught napping in a dangerous spot.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there. The Dogs have been ruthless today. It's been an awesome performance.
This will be another one, will it? No, it's a poster.
That could have just about put it out of their reach.
Looking for a quick transition. The kick is precise. Sizes up what's ahead. Himmelberg can keep it moving. Canelio takes it at centre halfback. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Just shoveled it out. Sanders leads his opponent. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Briggs, the winner there. Bedford. Green has a paddock in front of him. Brown, dangerous to leave on his own. Riccardi, this is good footy. What's he got on offer? They've picked their way through. Jones with the big fist. You can see their confidence growing. Jacques, I felt that one from here. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. The two big men do battle. He's been accosted. Had some assistance. O'Halloran for a much-needed goal. No, he slammed it into the post.
The way they're going, they just about need it in the goal square to be sure of kicking a goal.
Dale to bring it back in. Lobb presents in space. Good-looking kick. Darcy works hard to present. It's a dominant display. West has got loose. He might have thought about the corridor. Davidson, he's suddenly a popular man. Can he impose himself on the match? I've liked his game today. Stringer on a lead. There goes the kick inside the 50. Hogan demanded the footy and got it.
Would be an understatement to say they need this.
Tries to bend this one back, but not enough.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Dale with the footy. That's well played. Short pass looks good. The Dogs have been caught on the hop. The Giants have been out of sorts. Cop some unwanted attention. Whitfield in the right spot at the right time. They've bottled it up. Croft wins it. Kennedy normally delivers. Taylor makes good contact. Here's a chance to get it forward. Richards, Croft, the Dogs are red hot at the moment. Dale in some space on the wing. Norton outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
The Dogs can do no wrong. You've got to make the most of these matches.
The Dogs extended their advantage in that quarter, and this match is as good as theirs as we turn for home. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Dogs have looked $1 million, but they've been allowed to. The lack of pressure on them has been really hard to understand, and they are always going to cut you to ribbons if you don't bring pressure. In fact, they can do that anyway, but you're no chance if you're not prepared to work your tails off.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Bedford running in support. The Dogs are giving them nothing. Briggs wins the tap. Canelio scrounges a kick. Frazier affects the turnover. He's gone. Iden under pressure. Canelio, he's besieged. The umpire says he had no prior. Croft has got on top. Liberatore. Frazier, he'll be sore in the morning. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Briggs wins the hit out. Kennedy, Croft, Buderick. They're playing for keeps. The Dogs continue to do as they wish. They've put themselves under pressure. He's having a ripper, although that's not his best kick. Riccardi! That one was always his. Lobb reads the ball so well. They're leading them a merry dance. They're a pleasure to watch. Wants to take the game on. A chance to clear now. Darcy couldn't mark. Riccardi, they really need this, and he delivers.
You turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. Briggs wins the tap. Canelio trying to find a path. Sanders feeling the heat. Squeezes the kick. Kennedy has been irrepressible. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Briggs smashes it out of there. Bedford. Daniels. He's stopped in his tracks. They could be vulnerable here. Doesn't often waste it. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Selwood. No one can mark. Iden throws it on the boot. Kennedy gets to it first. Liberatore. They're putting on a clinic.
He kicked the last one pretty well, so he'll be confident here.
They get full value for a deep entry.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
I'd say the sting has gone out of this one, but I'm not sure there was any sting to begin with. Oliver can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Dale with time. Kennedy. That's great footy. What's he got on offer? He's had little impact so far. Baker gets to the front spot and can line them up.
One of their key markers has been how well they've shared the load. That list of goal kickers might be about to get a new name.
Easy goal, surely. He hasn't missed it, has he? Oh, he scraped it in. The Giants might need to crack open Plan C in a minute. Good ruck work. Liberatore in his natural habitat. Richards, a bit of a panicked handball. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. He's drawn a crowd. Terrific tackle. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Briggs, the winner there. Kennedy, Liberatore, English. Umpire calls advantage and off they go. Boot, ball, goal!
We all know how good a midfielder he is, but it must be tempting for his coach to let him spend more time forward.
The Dogs are giving them an absolute smashing. Briggs wins it. Oliver just had to get it out. Cornelio, Dale in the centre square. They cannot keep him quiet. Norton needs to be quick. Davidson, Kennedy couldn't get a disposal. Cornelio, that's a useful ball. Ash, Buckley, can he find a teammate? O'Donnell takes an excellent grab. A good kick here and they'll be in business. West has found some space. They're going nowhere and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. English got his palm to it. Richards, Selwood, Liberatore. He's set upon. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. The two big men do battle. Selwood couldn't get an effective disposal. Cornelio, he's been dispossessed. It's no place for the faint-hearted. The pressure is relentless.
What are your thoughts, Gaz?
The forwards can't be held responsible when the ball isn't getting down there. The midfielders must shoulder the blame.
Thomas, Oliver, farms it out. Cornelio, they've worked it well. Getting their handball game going. Good build-up. Drop punt, and he has put it away.
They've been on the wrong side of average for most of the game, but that was a classy passage of play.
Can they follow that goal up with another? English has probably got the points at this stage. Bedford, the Giants have won it back. Goes long. Jacques went bang. The sprint is on. Buderick wins and he needed to. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. English with a deft tap. Liberatore. We've got another stoppage. English with a deft tap. Oliver is a clearance beast. Richards is calm in a crisis. Baker, Selwood, the Dogs are good with their hands. He'll drive them inside 50 yet again. Norton, not on my watch, he says. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Rucks go at it. Green sharks it. Look at him go. Bedford takes the safe option. Cadman, dangerous to leave on his own. Brown, this is a big opportunity. Well-weighted kick. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin.
That's probably as good a passage of play as we've seen from them all day. It deserves a goal.
Stringer, can he inspire his team? You bet he can.
Not much has gone right for them today, but that was a great passage of play.
The Giants have fought it out. That's a good sign. The two big men do battle. Bontempelli, Kennedy. How will the umpire see this? We're close now to the final siren, and I think all parties will be pleased to hear it. Briggs wins it. Oliver leading from the front. Green, Taylor needing support. The Dogs claim 4 vital points in the race to September. What were the main differences today, Half?
The Dogs were a cut above today, no question about that. They won the ball on the inside, they spread well on the outside, and they were good in the air too. To keep ticking those boxes, they'll be very hard to beat for anybody.
Okay then, I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty more in the next couple of days.